15-year drought. But Bruce Arians says his team is not satisfied with just making the playoffs. Listen.
That's just the beginning. You know, our goal when we started out, especially in this year, was just to get in the dance. And, you know, now it's to win 11 games and see where we stand and where we're going and know who we're playing. And anytime you have a 158 quarterback rating and throw for over 300 yards and a half back-to-back, it's pretty special. And he's a pretty special player.
Ooh, Bucky is here, but Acho, you ready? Did Tom Brady's Bucs put the NFL on notice?
No, and I'm good with this one. Like, I'm coming out this second hour with some phenomenal takes. They didn't put nobody on notice, fellas, and here's why. Like, let's be real for a second. The Lions is who the Tampa Bay Buccaneers embarrassed, correct, Marcellus?
Yes.
Bucky, I don't know if you were watching that game. You were preparing for a game that you were calling later on that day. I watched you. You did a phenomenal job as always. Unlike your takes, you did well calling the game. But here's my thing, fellas. The Lions, who the Buccaneers embarrassed, had a third-string head coach.
Third-string head coach?
Third-string head coach.
That's what we doing?
They had a second-string defensive coordinator.
Oh!
They had a second- and third-string quarterback. And y'all finna get up here and gloat. The Buccaneers put people on notice. Bruh. Sal, remember when you was a kid and your parents leave home and you run in the house by yourself and you forget to start the dishwasher, you got laundry all up on the floor, everything is chaos? That's what happened in Detroit. It was just a bunch of kids with no supervision. They have no adult supervision. You had a third-string head coach. You have no defensive coaches. Your defensive coordinator was out. Your linebacker coach was out. Your defensive line coach was out. What did you expect to happen? The same thing that happens when you leave when your parents leave the house and you just leave the kids to run the house. I'm gonna give y'all an example because y'all might think I'm just talking using fanciful words. Let's roll the clip. Can we roll the clip of the Lions defense when the adult supervision left? There's a middle field safety. Now watch, this is Mike Evans' touchdown pass. If you have a middle field safety, Bucky Brooks, defensive back, be outside of Mike Evans and use your help. But the defensive back was inside of Mike Evans, right there alongside his safety. And what happened? An easy touchdown. Now, kudos to Mike Evans, kudos to Tom Brady, yes. But Sal, you wouldn't leave your young whippersnappers at the crib without you and your wife. Why? Because you would come back and there would be mass destruction. The Detroit Lions was left in the house without adult supervision. And what happened? Mass destruction. It's simple. I'm not finna sit here and say, yeah, the Bucs put everybody on notice. Come on, Marcellus, don't take such low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit? You keep going with this competition argument. You did it 2 blocks ago. You're doing it again. Like, come on, man, it's the NFL. One take is, oh, the competition is sorry, it sucks. And then the next take is, everybody in the NFL can play. Like, come on, man, you can't have it both ways. Acho mania. Here's the thing. I don't know why in the hell your parents left you at home as a kid by yourself. You talking about the bishop. And Deacon Bishop was daddy. Hey, you better chill. Retroactively, we're going to call Child Protection Services on your ass. Anyway, I'm not going to let Acho do this to this discussion because we need to be giving some love to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially Tom Brady, and how they planted the seeds that are now starting to blossom. But Acho doesn't want to give them credit. Uber talented team just got activated. Remember Transformers? Robots in disguise. They were in disguise a lot of this season because people didn't see exactly how they were going to match the talent level. They saw times where they would jump at their highest and touch it. Oh, that Green Bay game. And then you can see a lot of lowly moments. Chicago game comes to mind. It's New Orleans Saints both times, where you're like, damn, are they ever going to play up to their talent level? Ooh, Acho, I don't give a damn who was out there. Looks like they played up to their talent level. Tom Brady led them in 5 scoring drives in the first half, was able to lead them to 588 yards in total offense, which is a Buccaneers franchise record. Acho, you know it's good. You know it's going well when you get to take the shoulder pads off and talk to your boys at halftime. In the NFL, like I did that in high school. I get it. College, I don't remember even in college.
No, you lying. You said you was 1 in 10 in high school.
No, that was my senior year. I got other years. We were in the playoffs and got 3rd round in my junior year. All right, don't do that to me. I don't got lies up here. I got stories. So here's the thing. This is a team now that is starting to reach its peak. First time since week 4 that they scored on their first scoring opportunity, the first drive of the game. First time all year, Acho, that they scored in the first 2 drives to open the game. That looks like a team that has supreme talent finally playing up to that ability, no matter who they were playing against.
Marcellus, normally I'm going to ride with you, but this one I can't. I mean, they beat up on the Detroit Lions with only 3 coaches on the field. It was like a popcorn game. I mean, they might as well have had Coach Prince on the field right behind the huddle trying to tell everybody what to do. So this isn't a fair assessment of what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are. When I've looked at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the last couple of weeks, yes, Tom Brady has got it rolling. He's got it rolling since the second half of the Atlanta Falcons game to, the first half of this Detroit Lions game. He has been on fire. But the problems still remain. Tom Brady, when heated up, he is a different quarterback. At 43 years of age, he doesn't like to have pressure around him. And so when we think about these playoff teams and the better defenses that he will face, they still offer the problems that he doesn't like to deal with. And so when I think about what they have to do, are they going to run the ball? Are they going to be a balanced team and give Ronald Jones opportunities to take some of the pressure off Tom Brady? I don't think so, because I still don't think Bruce Arians and Tom Brady are in alignment on how this offense should flow. And so it has worked well. They'll continue to roll. Maybe they'll win next week against the Falcons. They'll close it out and win with 11 and finish with 11 games. But as we get into the tournament and they face these better teams, all of their flaws will be exposed on offense and also on defense.
Marcellus, here's what I don't like about your takes. And all of them? I'm starting not to like this about you, the man.
Let's go.
You insult the game of football. You insult the game of football.
How, Sway?
Because when I used to have debates between what is a sport versus what's not a sport, what's an organized activity, I drew this final deduction, and it's very simple. Can someone with a heartbeat impact your success? Can someone with a heartbeat impact your success? The difference between football and a push-up competition, football and gymnastics, football and golf, football and track, if you will. Can someone with a heartbeat impact your success? If they can, Marcellus, then you have to weigh your success versus that other person, versus that opponent. You got to start weighing the Bucs' success, Marcellus, versus who they playing. I've told you this before. I'm going to tell it to you again until your Buccaneers win or lose in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady versus non-playoff teams, he's 9-0. Tom Brady versus playoff teams this year, he's 1-5. Sal, stop talking to me about the Bucs after they beat up on bad teams. Again, this is not solitaire. You're not just sitting there clicking, and it's not just your success disregarding anybody else. The Buccaneers are very good when they play very bad teams. The Buccaneers are not very good when they play very good teams. So you real quiet when the Bucs play a playoff game. I can't get you to do a Buccaneers top. You're like, no, I don't want to talk about it.
You
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, you can.
But as soon, Bucky, the second the Buccaneers beat on LeVar Arrington's high school team, Marcellus be like, hey, leave the show with that.
That ain't hard.
Come on, Sal. I'm not going to buy it.
Chill. All right, y'all really tripping over here, and I love going 2-on-1, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's go to war. I got 2 hands for a reason. Bucky, why are you bringing up Ronald Jones? They hope to get him back going forward. There wasn't no Ronald Jones show out there. We know what it was. Ronald Jones ain't even touched the field. I don't want to hear about Ronald Jones. That's going to be another addition to my argument going forward, because that's another prime asset that they need going forward. But I don't like y'all takes because y'all keep talking about the competition and not the confidence that comes from that competition. Be real about this, football players. How many times you played against a team that you scheduled for homecoming, and you went out there and you ran up the score on them? You got to take your shoulder pads off, too. But even though everybody's going to go, oh, man, they sorry, but you balled. That feeling, that knowledge, the fact that it's coming together makes you take that and activate your talent even greater. And that's all this is. I'm not saying that this was a Super Bowl moment. I'm saying a team that has no continuity because Tom Brady was now put on this team this year. What an offseason that was compromised. Bruce Arians was retired and talked into coming back to coaching last year. And all he said after a full season of 7-9, he realized, I need me a different quarterback, a little more at that position. I got something. They have something. They clinched the playoff berth, and it's been 13 years since this organization has done that. Come on, y'all. That's the second longest drought in the NFL. And y'all going to say, oh, what does it matter? Y'all playing the Detroit Lions. I'm not going to allow that because, Bucky, once again, you talk about, well, Tom Brady doesn't play well when they pressure him. Last time I checked,